Anyways, so we're going to get started here. This is going to be a Blaze demo review. This is from one of our playoff games between Froyotech and Velocity. This was a sub goal that I had a while ago, actually, like probably like a month or two ago. I said I would do another Blaze demo review. I have a couple on my channel on YouTube, so people want more. So here we go. We're going to try and explain basically what Blaze is doing, what's effective about it, and maybe what goes wrong, what he could improve, all that kind of stuff. So Blaze is running the Cow Mangler here. We're also on crits. That's kind of what you need to know starting off. So what Blaze likes to do on a couple maps, this is one of them, is he'll go for an early charge shot. You'll notice he's trying to do a couple jumps to get in early or get into position so that he can be there in time so that the charge shots connect, and then he'll rotate up here into house. Hits a couple good rockets on that scout. He knows that scout's weak, so he actually bombs expecting him to run to the health pack, which he does eventually do. When a scout is weak and you're a soldier, you can't fear him, you can't respect him, because even if that scout hits meat, all you really have to do to kill that scout is get close to him, because you're going to hit that rocket, guaranteed. So at that point, Blaze is happy with going for a trade. Here he's chasing the medic out. That's a worthy trade there too. So, yeah, gets the med kill. Now we have massive crits add, and they shouldn't know we're on crits. We actually pop a bit early here. The soldier was close onto Eric. Looks like, oh, that's all we're going to get. Jarrett actually catches a crit sticky. So at this point, the rest of the team is probably just going to try and push fast and win the round. Blaze is just going to try and catch up. And looks like the round is won before Blaze even gets back. Oh, Habib rollers. Blaze almost there, jumping as fast as he can, and the moment he arrives, it's over. But honestly, Blaze's picks allowed that round to be won because he got the medic. That was important.
Your turn to pick.
What? 20 minutes later, it says it's my turn to pick? There's no way this pug is happening. Alright, I'm killing that pug. God damn it, man. What the hell? Alright, so we're just gonna resume here with the Blaze demo. Fuck. Fucking like half an hour, almost an entire hour actually later, it says that the pug is starting. I bet half the people aren't even there. Anyways, next mid, let's go. Same thing, tries to get down here as fast as he can. Puts out that charge shot.
5 seconds remaining.
Then he comes in for the high bomb. Finds the scout. That rocket hits? Okay. Say so. He wants to flank. He sees the med there, but he doesn't have enough health. So the moment he gets his pack, he's probably going to jump and try and cut off this med's exit. And there it is. The med dies yet again. I didn't see if the charge shot connected, but a lot of times when we play with him, he'll call that someone's fucked. It's interesting that he's shooting it here. I always thought he was firing it like here or something, but he's actually firing it at this ramp. So what he's trying to do is prevent people from run up this clean. And because a lot of people like to linger around here, if he can hit that charge shot right here, it's an angle they won't really expect. If they're like standing right here, it'll come right through here and it'll hit right there, and they won't see it. So we just crits in here. Honestly, Blaze probably should have tried to get in ahead of that crits to distract her or make space or something. I think it's not good for us to lead on our demo. So now we're kind of in a bad position because we're on crits, and they know we're on crits. They're on Uber. So what they're going to do is they're going to try and Uber into us and catch us off guard. So even though it's 6v6, they're probably going to be somewhat aggressive here near the chokes, because if we peek too close with crits, they have, you know, basically the counter to it, which is invincibility. So we're playing fairly safe. Blaze is just trying to spam and get vision of where they are. He's kind of watching what would be the flank right now. Our combo's outside building. He's just trying to keep vision on where they are. So we are also playing far back now, because if we get too close, we know they just wipe us. But what we can do is send Blaze in and maybe bait them into walking into us where we can crit them from long range. The Blaze is getting aggressive. I think we're just going to go for a sack. So this is the point where Blaze might just take a risk, even if it's like a low percentage play, just to get the game moving. He's going to go for it. Hopefully. But he's got 300 health. He sees a soldier left. I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't bomb that soldier, because once that soldier's wasted 2 rockets, more likely to get caught. Oh. Catches him in the corner, but unable to get the kill. Once he pushed that roamer back too, and he caught that arrow, that would have been a good time to get in, because he knows that roamer's resupping, and he's going to beat him to watching this choke. So that would have been an opening for him to go in and potentially force the med. Especially when the med was just sitting right down here, he would have had a decent chance at it. Okay, so yeah, it's just patience, I guess, right now. Shade. Okay, so we pop the crits just to try and get the force. Everyone else is going to live. And we all just back away. So now that we use our crits to force them, we're going to have a small advantage if we build full time. Or we might try and dry push when there's no Ubers in play. Looks like Eric and Blaze are in sync on the flank. They have some space over here. They're pulling the demo spam over, but unless someone can get in somewhere else, we can't really do anything off this. Not a clean entry. They've got a sniper, they've got an NG, and we have the 25% crits add. So most likely this is going to come down to... Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh my god, he just did so much damage. He got us, and he got out clean. I feel like that was a very strange timing to go in on, because we're like so close to getting crits. And he just goes deep. Blaze is... He has no fear. He's also invisible. No one can see him. So we pop crits. They drop 3. They get 1 spawner. Blaze gets out. So we're going to re-push probably with numbers. They have no demo. He should be getting in. He might catch an arrow. Okay, now he's just going to commit because he knows it's his job to make space. Oh, that rocket kind of fucked everything, because the flow of that push should have been Blaze goes in to relieve pressure off of us while we're all standing on bridge there, but he was unable to do so. There he jumps away. He knows he's not going to win that fight, and if he lingers in there and commits to that, even though that guy's alone, he knows that that guy won't be alone for long. I think he had enough rockets to jump out there. I don't know why he didn't. Kind of got caught. Oh no, why am I going in? What am I doing? I guess I'm just distracting. Oh, they fear the crits, that's why. They fear, they fear, they fear. Alright, Blaze is up. So, once again, it's even on both sides, but we're on crits. Okay, here we're caught in alley, and they know that we have crits, so they're trying to wrap and cut us off. I called for that they were going to try and flank. So what we did was we stayed in alley, and we were going to try and wrap and do like this ring around the rosy type thing. Because if we can force them and kite away, then they would, you know, they wouldn't actually be able to punish us with the Uber, but... And then they ended up dropping like 3 players to the crits. That's kind of the danger for them, is if they have too many people trying to get Ubered, is crits will pick off those players that are near them. So they actually should be traveling with a much smaller combo, so they can guarantee no one gets dropped, and they can just do like a solo or maybe 2-man Uber there. So now we have enormous advantage, and we are still on crits. So the crits should be coming in. I would probably like to see Blaze distracting a little bit more than he is right now, so that our crits just has some space. Maybe, okay, we're not going in yet, actually. So we waited a second. Crits has been popped. Chaos is ensuing. Our flank gets in. Eric gets in clean, so now Blaze comes in. He sees the demo lower. Demo is a very high value pick. Tries to jump on him. Habib hit nothing. That's, I guess that's the failure there. If we would have gotten like 1 kill or connected 1 crit sticky there, we probably would all be in and supporting Blaze, but because the crits was a complete failure, no one else was in, so he ended up just being kind of left out to dry. That's kind of what you sign up for as a roamer. Is like you have to go for these plays. Oh, Blaze gets in a good position here in alley, able to get the force. So I'm actually gonna rewind and see how that worked out. So we know that they have Uber, and a lot of times when teams have Uber, the fastest way for them to push is going to be through underpass. So let's get on to Blaze's cam when he spawns here. We'll see what info Blaze has. Okay, Blaze has just spawned. Habib is dead. That also means they're probably going to try and push really, really fast because Habib is dead. So Blaze actually sets up over here in alley, and they just come underpass. They don't even check. He hears one scout calling for heals underpass, and the other one with the medic, so he knows no one's coming alley, and he's able to just get the force shooting them in the back. So very worthwhile play right there. Habib has alley trapped. It's actually oh, and he just wasn't in position to watch the trap yet, so they actually get in for free there. Blaze is still arriving. Sai gets a kill fast, but Blaze knows there's a lot of fighting going on, so he's going to try and get in as fast as he can. People are called weak too, so he's just going to chase them out. Should kill this demo, and maybe, oh, scout behind him. He's going to die to that scout. Yeah, so 2 people were in alley, but he only saw 1 get out. I guess might have thought that the second one that he saw in yard was the other guy. Oh, Knuckles beef. So, Viva La Spook, thanks for the 3 months. Blaze is a sexy man, no homo. I've heard that from a lot of people. And 2 people die after we pop crits, and it's a disaster. We probably lose this round. So what Blaze is trying to do now, he's trying to get healthy so that when they try to rush in on our 2 picks, he'll be able to try and go for a play to salvage. Which he almost does. Unable to get the next shot onto him though. And Sai gets their med down to 20 health.
Our control point is being captured.
Yeah. That's like a timing thing, is like, if you know the enemy team is going to try and roll off picks, what you try to do is you try to die such that your players spawn like shortly after you die. That way you really only end up being down 1 during the relevant hold, because there's no way we're going to hold second there, so he can afford to die because we're definitely going to be holding last, and he'll spawn during the last hold or something. That's how that works, I guess. So we lose a round, mainly just because our crits are awful. Like, we had them on their last, but we were unable to close it out. And then we tried to crits back into mid, and people died to sticky traps. I do think Blaze could be doing a little bit more distraction before we crits in, though. It seems most of our crits are like very blind. Their med's called weak, so Blaze just lands on him. He hits the scout, but then it turns into a 2v1, so he knows he doesn't have to be like actively fighting that guy. He can just kind of hide, and then Eric cleans him up for him. That's a big thing for soldiers, just like playing corners. You know, he doesn't have to fight that scout out here in the open, because a soldier doesn't shoot. He doesn't need to be exposed to shoot someone, and he doesn't like shoot a constant stream of shots, so he only needs to be peeking right when he fires, and he'll avoid scouts. That's one of Soldier's big advantages. Does not connect the charge shot. Soldier's very weak. I'm baiting the point, trying to catch an arrow, then he commits immediately. Their med is going to die. And bombs the point, gets arrowed again. We win this, right? Yeah, we win this. Nice. So he plays the flank. What you'll notice is like he's always watching the flank. He's never like stacking up with our combo. And that really helps our team because I'm very heal heavy. and so are some of the other players. But there's never a time where it's just like overwhelming to our medic because our roamer's like always there sitting near our medic. So he plays off the health packs a lot, and a lot of times he's operating with no buff whatsoever.
Alert! The control point is being captured.
So once again, charge shot, then comes up top left. People keep trying to push into our house. I don't know why. Maybe they think they can get in on that window of time before the charge shot reloads. There, we're just committing, so he bombs onto the top left. And that's a nice clean-up kill. If Blaze is dead, should Psy take his position?
Control point is being contested.
Sometimes. There's definitely times where the pocket should take over for the roamer, or like should watch the flank. And Spy kills our medic. Yikes. Alright, so our med just died, so Blaze is probably going to try and get a health pack and see if he can do anything to equalize this. Looks like they're somewhat passive, but they're checking some hiding spots. That guy had his back turned for a second, so Blaze was going to try and flank. If he would have hit that rocket jump, I think he would have killed the medic. Because the medic was right here and kind of hesitating, and didn't even react to the first cow mangler shot. So he probably would have gotten juggled and killed, but it was a ramp, so he fucked up the jump. But it was smart for him to try and go for that, because he saw that the soldier was healed and coming this way, so that means the medic is not far away. And while that guy's back is turned, if he can just jump past him, instead of taking that fight, he goes for the higher priority kill, which is the medic there. So here we're just farming them in yard, I guess. He bombs in to help clean up. Swats that soldier underpass, which is really important. Spots him in alley. Now he's on a fucking wild goose chase. Gets that kill. Alright, nice. The double dom on Marmaloo.
Alert! Our control point is being captured.
Gorilla aim. That charge shot connects. Soldier jumps away. We've got pretty big ad, and we are on crits. Pop the crits. Blaze watching the flank on the side. Their med goes down too. So we're all in on the other side. He comes in from the flank while they're distracted. Notice how he just like delays it for just a little bit, and then he comes in. That way people are distracted. If it's like even numbers, it might be better for him to like be distracting just to sort of help create the initial opening. But once we have the 2 kills, he doesn't really need to do that anymore. It's just more important that, you know, he kills people, I guess. Or flanks them. Because if it's even numbers there, like, the chances of him getting in clean at all are pretty low. So he might just peek in that situation and just make sure someone's staring at him. And everyone should be peeking in that situation if it's even numbers. Just like look to see who has an opening, and then someone can go for it. So I believe if there was even numbers, he probably would have gone in if he had the opening. But he waited because people were already in somewhere else.
Alert! The control point is being captured.
We're going to go forward here.
Alert! The control point is being captured. Alert! The control point is being contested. 1.
Alright, here we go. Next half. Any information that helped determine which doorway Blaze should jump into last from, or just closest is best? Well, first of all, he tends to just go the opposite side of our combo if possible. That's pretty much the most important thing. I think he'll just kind of go whichever one he happens to be at, if it's the far left or the far right. But the far left, it's maybe a little bit more common when he's trying to like protect like immediately on our combo, like when we're critzing there. He watched it just because the soldier flanking there could kill our med, I guess. Sai could watch it probably, So maybe Blaze could go over to the right, but I think it's just for convenience. He's like already there. That's more of a 1v1 spot. Like, that's not really a spot that him and Eric can link up in. If him and Eric are trying to work together, he'll probably go to the other side so that they can both be like in unison there. What is Shade doing? Shade's trying to get cap points. Alright, Marmaloo lived way too long. Why am I setting so low? They're not. I just like how it runs. And I think it looks good. Alright, so here they're down Roamer, so Blaze is somewhat confident to push up here. It's unlikely that he'll get bombed. That scout's just sitting on that wall, so... This is a common thing, is like... A lot of times scouts will just sit up on perches looking at you. If you see that, you shouldn't just like jump into them just because that's what roamers do. You definitely should like try and spam them or wait till they're off the perch or distracted or whatever. Don't just like force your way into the scout because then you're just going to die for nothing. Uber's popped. He's jumping away. They only get one kill, so he doesn't necessarily have to leave entirely. If they would have killed no one, he probably would have stayed there in alley because we would be looking to like punish them for overextending and he would try and pinch them there, but yeah, because I died and I guess we weren't able to hold our ground, he had to retreat. But he does challenge them in yard there. We kill a scout, so we're trying to move off that. We have ad on our crits. So it looks like he's getting ready to go deep. Oh, everyone's coming over here. So he's going to just try and distract and make space for our crits right now. And then he just jumps away. See, that's what I feel like he should be doing more of throughout this game to help our crits. But I don't know if it's as realistic going into last because the doorways are so much smaller. Damn. So I was trying to fight someone there and he just like instantly committed on it. Oh no. Oh, thank God. Yeah, he definitely didn't expect to get insta-gibbed. Usually I would say he made a good choice there. Like, because he's just trying to help me in that fight right there. Because I probably called to commit to that. And those scouts were fighting me. So he just instantly committed. We're moving through alley again. They're down a scout. This should mean Blaze is, again, confident to do like a high bomb. No scout. Or they're down a scout to chase him. They didn't even really see him. The soldier has no idea. It's that kill. So we have 2 kills. We know they have Uberad now, so we either get in immediately or we wait. So it looks like we're trying to go fast. Without the soldier here to watch this, Blaze can get in pretty easily. He's just trying to jump behind them to distract. The more people he has looking at him, the easier it is for us to get in. But I don't know. I guess we just didn't get in. See, it's another one of those roamer things where it's like he did everything right, but you know, no one else was able to follow up. So it's not like he did anything wrong. It's just as a roamer, you got to go for those opportunities. You can't hesitate. You can't worry about the KD. And that's why roamer KDs tend to be bad, is because like you're kind of the guy that just like sets up the play and your team has to like alley-oop it in, you know? They got to be the ones to close it out. Alright, so here I guess we called we're pushing. They're down demo, so yeah, a push would make sense. Getting a scout kill there is actually pretty huge. A scout for roamer trade is always going to be worth it pretty much. He's able to just land on his head and kill him. Oh, now it's just Habib. Taking crits alley. Why does no one watch house? It's not a factor to be worried about. I mean, the thing is, if no one's there holding it, then no one's in danger of getting flanked. You know what I mean? Sure, they could come through drop down, but like, what are they gonna do? The worst is when you have like too many people in house actually, and they're just sitting here doing nothing. Because this doorway is really hard to get through. So if you're just sitting here, you're actually just a wasted player for the most part. And then some teams, they'll instantly try and wrap, so they just kill whoever's sitting in your own house. Alright, same story. So we crits, he does the high bomb in. We get a lot of kills, so we should be trying to go really fast off this. They only 3 up. We're trying to push them as far back as possible. Blaze trying to catch that scout in the doorway, going for that skip jump. No respect right there. We're moving actually a little bit slow here. They're going to get their spawns. Blaze not even healthy, he's committing though. That's another important thing that Blaze will do, is he doesn't wait till he has 300 health to do things. If the window of timing is there, he'll do it, even if he's not full buffed. And I feel like there's way too many soldiers like Patty or Sai, where they're just like, don't have 300, not moving a muscle, you know? But I like that Blaze is a lot more willing to, he's willing to take risks with low health, you know? This is what the team needs. So again, we have massive ad here. This is kind of risky for him to charge shot right there, to be honest. Because if he runs out of ammo and someone happens to be watching this, they could just kill him when he has no ammo and alone. I would say charge shotting when you're alone is pretty unwise. Again here, especially when peeking a corner blind, I don't think it's wise. Like, notice he just got rolled by a melee, and because he had 0 rockets from charge shotting and got caught in a 1v1. So it's kind of the perfect example. So a little bit too much reliance on the charge shot. But honestly, people probably don't punish charge shots enough. Like, the charge shot means someone has 0 ammo. Me against a soldier who I know has 0 ammo, if I'm a scout, I take that fight every day of the week. Every day of the week. Every minute of the day. Especially if I'm buffed. Like, I will hunt that man down. I'll even take that fight against someone fully loaded if I know I have more health than them. But if he has no ammo either, yeah, you might as well just kill bind, because I'm going to get him. So, you got to be very careful about that shit. But here we know they have Uber. They drop a scout. Kind of halts their push. Most likely we're just going to set up for a force right now while that scout is dead. So here's Eric distracting an alley. Oh, charge shot coming in. Okay, we just crits. Kind of surprised we went for the crits, but the chaos is ensuing. Blaze gets in lower again, completely unseen. We should be rolling once again. What are we doing? No one on the point.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Shade getting owned by a bear. Standard. Blaze comes in deep. He just needs to keep people in the spawn so we can cap. Soldier tunnels him, and it's clean up city.
Alert. Our last control point is being captured.
Alright. And on to the final mid. How do you equip the Invis Watch onto your roamer? I don't know. It's one of Blaze's secrets. He's mastered it. Hard shot going towards the demo. Does not connect. Reloads. Rotates upper. Too many people in our house probably here. But Blaze going for the deep bomb. Finds a roamer 1v1. Oh, Marmaloo 45 health. It looks like that first rocket didn't connect super clean. Yeah, we didn't really get in clean there. We had too many people up here. I don't think Sai should have been here at all. It seems kind of strange to me that they were both in the same spot.
We have lost the control point.
But now we're actually in a pretty bad spot. Okay, we just pop crits. They Uber. Habib dies. So they're going to chase us really hard. Blaze knows they're probably going to try and push upper here.
The control point
So
is
he
being
tries to sneak
contested.
lower. We're going to go all in. Okay, okay. Oh. So luckily we baited enough people over here. That could have been absolutely disastrous. But we just kind of out-DM'd them, I guess.
Alert. The control point is being
I feel like if you're going to bomb from lower, though, you don't want to bomb, like, from where he did. If you're going to try and fight people on the point. If you're going to try and bomb from over here, Probably want to fight people over here, but if you're trying to bomb the point, you should probably come a little bit closer here, just so you can go a little bit further in and more from the side. But from over here, it's just a little bit too far away that they'll just see you. But if you come from here, it's a lot more chaotic. Doesn't get a pick, we lose. Coincidence. Possibly. They actually have a sniper right now, so Blaze is just trying to pressure him out. Kind of beefs the jump a little bit there. Kid gets bombed, but luckily Habib is aware. Try to go for that speed shot. He does a couple of those speed shots. I didn't realize he did them that often.
We have captured the control point.
Oh. Alright, so he called the sentry, almost killed the NG. I don't think he should have shot the sentry at all. Like, it's really not worth it to shoot the sentry with the cow mangler. But I guess we got enough kills. The Uber. I'm trying to cap. And I'm slippery as hell. Alright, so they have another chance here. The Eric Spy. Are we going to see the Eric Spy? And the Eric Spy is here. Wow, that soldier got out. What the hell? How does that happen? What do they have set up? They do not have the point trapped. I swear every time Eric's on Spy, something fucking dumb happens to him. Okay. Well, ESEA demos were currently broken, or at that time, so I assume we just killed them all in one. So that's the end. So, main takeaways from the Blaze POV. There's a huge emphasis on watching the flank. He doesn't get healed very much at all. That game, there wasn't really a lot of flank fights either. It was kind of awkward because we were on crits. So a lot of his game was spent just sort of making sure no one flanked and then trying to make space and create chaos during the crits. That was kind of the whole game for him. But anytime there was someone weak or we called Lear committing to a fight, he always tried to get in. So that was important. Regardless of his health, he always tried to get in and do what he could. Because he can afford to die as long as our combo survives, you know? That's kind of what he does. Anyways, hopefully that was somewhat interesting to you guys there on the Blaze demo review. Maybe we can do another one next season at some point.